Let me ask you this. Obviously, you've been doing this since you were 14. You're 22 now. So, what is one? Well, let me ask you. It's a two-part question. Do you think that in this day and age, somebody can still make it as a YouTuber? Like somebody that's just starting out. Let's say somebody out there is a dad, or somebody out there is a teenager that's in school right now listening to this. Do you think that he can, if he starts today and just hopefully gets lucky, there's still a way for him to grow as a YouTuber?
I think you can, but the competition is just really, really high up there. Because I know this guy. There's this guy Testy, and he played with the Grind Squad in the beginning of Black Ops 3, and he didn't know a speck of English or anything like that. He didn't know any of that. He had like less than 10,000 subs. He had like 5,000 subs or something like that. We all just started playing together, and then over the course of 2 years, he learned English. He said he wanted to join FaZe. This dude joined FaZe. He moved to America. He did everything he set out to do. And it should put into perspective how much you should really put into it.
Yeah.
So BO3, I had like 34 days played. It's a lot of days played. Sprat had like 66 days played.
Sprat's like the anomaly. I remember somebody, was it Sprat? Somebody hit me up and said, "Hey, I need you to do a quote on Sprat's montage." And I was just like, I think it was somebody from Top Notch Multimedia or something. And I'm like, fuck that, why? Like, he's not on my team. I'm not gonna fucking give him props. And then I started seeing some of his clips, and I was just like, here's my quote: "That kid's got skill," and he did, bro. Because I hated Black Ops 1 because of what they did for a sniper. So for me to see someone be that good with a sniper,
You know what happened with that, right?
no.
The reason Black Ops 1 sniping was like that is
Oh yeah. No, 100%.
like the guy who made it like the way it is, you remember Predator's Black Ops 1 videos, right?
Yeah.
The guy who made it like that, that's how it was supposed to be. And then he went on vacation.
Yeah.
And then as he was on vacation, another guy came in and he changed the sniping
Yeah.
all the way like that.
Yeah.
And that's why when you zoomed in, it was just swaying. For the first
Yeah, it was-
2 months,
it
it was
was
just
not good.
awful. It was like the
It was
worst
not
thing
good.
ever.
All right. So on that same topic, what is one recommendation that you
Doesn't let me finish it. Testy had 98 days played.
in what?
Black Ops 3.
Jeez, 98 days?
Yes. And this guy had a part-time job, and if that's the ethic you need.
No, absolutely.
Like I've been doing this for a while. James has been doing this longer than me, and this kid came out here and he just put it all on the line. And I'm not saying you have to sit down for 3-4 months on a video game, but that work ethic is what it takes to make it somewhere on this.
Because luck is part of this too, right?
Luck is absolutely a part of it.
Yeah.
You have to
Pamash luck.
You can't burn bridges. There's so many people out there that are absolutely disgusting at what they do. They're so talented. They're crazy at editing, or like their personality is like great, but like they just people burn bridges.
They're
And
assholes.
you can't.
Be nice.
It's not hard. It's not hard to be nice, man.
Not hard to be nice.
What did your mom tell you when you were a kid? Just be nice.
She
Treat
said,
people the way you
"Pick
want to
up-
be treated.
Pick up and wash the dishes." That's what she told me. So you can't go play ball until you mop the carpet.
Yep.
Yes, mop the carpet. That's how we cleaned our carpet. And my mom is super, like, almost to a fault, like super neat and clean. So she would make me mop the carpet. So it would be like carpet washing, but with a mop. Every Saturday without miss. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go to my basketball tournaments until that shit was done. Anyway.
So that was it.
So
what was the other question?
What's the one tip that you can give a content creator? Because there's a million ways to create content. There's a million options to create content on. What is the one thing that has worked for you that if you could go back to little young 14-year-old Austin Pamajawan, what would you tell him?
Just be happy with what you're making, man. Don't like if you're selling yourself out in a way like you're just making content because you want to do this YouTube thing, and you think this is the way to get views, and you get it, you're gonna hate it as soon as you get it. You signed up for the wrong thing. You got to do it straight from the heart, like what it is you want to be creating. And as soon as you're happy with, like, as soon as you hit that upload button, or when you're getting up and you're wanting to edit, back then my mom would take away my keyboard and mouse because I was up late night editing, and then I hit another keyboard and mouse in my closet.
Yeah.
And then I would just keep
Very
editing.
quietly.
I would just keep quiet like that. You gotta have like a sickening work ethic like that. And I think what worked for me back then was I was like one of the first sniper kids to like throw the face cam on, to do the live commentaries, and then to do the every single day upload. I was the kid that did that. And then after that, it just kind of blossomed in. So I guess find yourself a good schedule, find yourself with good content that you're really happy that you want to make, something that like you get an idea late at night and it makes you want to get up to the computer and just finish it or try it, you know, because that's what a lot of people do on this space.
For me, and this goes back to as early as 2011, I feel like every single year I have a kid that comes up to me, and not the same one, but, you know, different ones at different times, at different age groups, and says, hey, listen, I want to do this full time, but my parents won't let me because of schoolwork or because of, you know, duties that I have to do around the house and because of this. And I'm like, well, you solved your own problem, brother. You've identified your problem, right? If your parents say you're playing too many video games, go outside and play. Go outside and play. Get back to it when you can. It's like if they tell you to get good grades, get good grades. All these obstacles are training you for the real obstacles that are going to come when life hits you. And one thing that people don't understand, and you know, in this YouTube day and age, like they'll never get the fact that for 2 years there was no way to make money off of YouTube. For 2 years, you know, the majority of the content creators at the time, the Grizzes, the Hutches, the CNNers, like that, for 2 years we created content with no need for money. There was no way to monetize it. There was no ads being ran, or if they were all YouTubes. There was no real opportunity to make a living off of this. So at the time, I don't know why did a 26-year-old care so much about making and beating like 13-year-olds in 1v1s, you know what I'm saying, from Rage Sniping Clan or whatever. And it was because I loved doing it. Not only did I love the video game, but I loved being good at it. And then on top of that, I loved creating something that people would watch. And I've always had this thing. I was just talking about it because there's this website called 12 Ounce Profit. It's a graffiti website. And I remember, you know, being 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and always like drawing something. And that was like my first time that I became internet famous in a sense, because I created a thread in a forum that got a lot of views, and people knew it because they always saw my name on there, and then it just kept on rolling out. So I always had like this need to create something that a lot of people would get to watch or enjoy and do something. So with the internet.